Hello, everybody. Back with you again tonight. And I just wanted to share three particular points for us to uh, take into our dream state as we, prepare for our night's sleep. And you can take these particular points as I said, into your dream state and allow them to marinate in your subconscious. Allow them to marinate in your being while you sleep, or you can also meditate upon these, contemplate prior to sleeping, and getting up and as you rise in the morning. So let's go in. The first statement that I like to give is found in the book of Isaiah. This is the Bible, and in particular the NIV, which is the New International Version. It says this: I, even I, am the Lord. From ancient days I am He. When I act, who can reverse it? Okay, let's read it again. I, even I, am the Lord. From ancient days I am He. When I act, who can reverse it? Now, at this point, I'd like to insert a couple of things to maybe expand upon this a little bit. It says, I, even or only, I am the Lord. From ancient days, meaning before day was, from eternity to eternity, before the creation of time as we know it, God is. And when I act, this is God, when I act, who can reverse it? The performance of the divine in our experience, none can reverse the act of God. None in this human plane can reverse the experience of God in our life. The next point comes from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12 and verse 8. It says this: just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always. Reading again. Coming again from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12, verse 8. Just fix your mind upon me. Fix, abide, dwell, become steadfast, unmovable. Fix, become unmovable. In other words, the Bible says in Colossians chapter 3, verse 2, to set your affections or your mind on things above. Here again, just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, and engage all of your intelligence in me. Place our intelligence in God. In other words, now we are exchanging, if you will, my knowing for God's knowing, my understanding for the higher understanding, God. Thus you will live in me always. The third point I'd like to mention is this. This comes from Joel Goldsmith's book, living by the word. Truth made active in your consciousness becomes the invisible source, substance, and activity of your experience. Reading again. Truth made active in your consciousness becomes the invisible source, substance, and activity of your experience. Why is this becoming the activity of our experience? Because it is the nature of consciousness in terms of the principles of consciousness. It is the nature of consciousness to manifest or express itself in our experience. So again, truth made active in your consciousness. We just heard different statements, again, for the purpose of lifting our mind, elevating our consciousness, bringing us up, if you will. That truth, what you heard, made active in your consciousness, becomes the invisible source, substance, and the activity of your experience. In other words, this is the difference between, as Dr. David Hawkins, talks about in his book, and has named his book, Power versus Force. When we allow the substance of truth to become active in our consciousness, this is power. When we try to manipulate and muscle our way through this thing, or fight our way through it, that is force. So let us go to sleep tonight. Let us take these truths into our dream state. Let us rest in the mind of God. Let us be still and know that God is present, even in the midst of a chaotic situation. And if we do that, God promises, the scriptures, these truths promise, give us the assurance, if you will, that the things in our life will turn around. Be blessed. Walk by the faith that you hold, not by the sight that you see. Namaste.